very Boys to Men-ish of you, you know?
It is.
Very Boys to Men-ish.
Went to the end of the road.
You gonna come on this song, end of the road. It's 2016, man. Get over it, man.
That's something I've now, since the hood debate, have implemented into my normal conversation. Like,
What's that?
He's one of them Boys to Men cats.
Wow.
You know, that's it.
What that mean? That mean he's soft.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, very Dwight
What kind
Howard.
of tissue you want? I want the Boys to Men-ish. The softest one you can get.
Very Dwight Howard-ish.
Not wrong.
Dwight Howard and
Not
Boys to
wrong.
Men are synonymous with each other. They're synonyms. You know what
He don't care. All he gonna say, he gonna follow just like Boys to Men. I don't care what y'all say about me. I forgive y'all.
I'm gonna be me.
Baby, I forgive you. Go ahead and do that one part, Jay.
Which one?
You know the part I'm talking about. The dude with the deep voice. Go ahead and do it. Baby, I forgive
You know
you.
I care, but I still love you.
When you
I'm
know
here
it ain't
for you.
right.
I was still here for you when
You
that
should be
brother came and took you from the house at night, and took you to IHOP, and brought you, and you came back without the bacon with the pancakes. But you know what? I still love you. I'm still here for you.
And
I love
I'm so
you, girl.
soft. I'm soft like creamy peanut butter. And my neck's jacked up.
I was just about to say your neck has to move. Oh, man. And in case you're wondering what you're listening to, you welcome into the Barber Shop 918 with your man Bigg Dru.
Bigg Dru.
J-Roc.
Boom.
And the one and only Raw Dawg. It's been a long time, y'all.
Shouldn't have left you. Without a strong rhyme to step to. Think about the minute we shows you slept through. Time's up. Sorry I kept you.
You done?
Wow.
Rock him,
I
baby.
respect it, though. Like, I got to let you do that. I have to let you do that. So we took a little bit of break, man. We took would you say, are we professional enough to say a hiatus?
We did a little hiatus. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can say that.
Well, and as we all know, when our type of people break, we break.
We break.
Yes.
Hey, has anybody seen Clarence?
He been gone for 49 minutes and 12 seconds.
Man.
Babe, man, we took some time off, to go enjoy the holidays with the fam. But now we're back, fully loaded.
Stronger than ever.
That's right. Boom! We back.
I love the visual effect y'all never get a chance to see because he looked around after the he looked both ways, then proceeded with the boom. So, yeah.
Got me peeking around corners.
Yep. So, guess what, man? It's time, J-Roc. You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh,
It's time.
God, no.
It's time.
Jeez.
It's time. It's time.
Oh, my God.
Ratchet.
Why?
Ratchet.
Why are you doing the whisper version?
Why do you hear this, Ratchet? Why do you hear this, Ratchet?
This is the Yin Yang Twins whisper version of the Ratchet song.
Let me ratchet in your ear.
Yeah. What's wrong with you two,
All right,
man?
it's time for the Ratchet Report.
God.
And of course, there would not be a Ratchet Report. And there is no way that we can kick the Ratchet Report off in 2016 unless we kick it off with Matt Barnes.
The ghetto El DeBarge.
The ghetto El DeBarge. Matt Barnes. Man, this dude, it just won't stop with Matt Barnes. So this was in the best of. We've talked about this so many times, and we really took it easy on Matt Barnes because the takeaway from us the first time was fish is fishy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But now it's just Matt Barnes just put it all out there.
He don't even care no more, dude.
He don't. And you could tell he led a for real rough life. Like, he didn't just part-time. He's not a part-time thugger.
He a full-time.
He full-time thugging, yes.
I ain't never seen such a thuggish light-skinned dude in my life, man.
Man, yeah, he is definitely. So, anybody got the story pulled up? Let's give. You got it.
You got it. Go ahead, Jay.
You got it. Should we read this with like special music in the
hold
background?
on. We really should, shouldn't we? Shouldn't we be
At least
playing
do
like
it.
Straight Up Menace from Menace to Society?
MC8.
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah. So Matt Barnes ended the year on Instagram. He pretty much said that 2015, hands down, was the worst year of my life.
No.
Lost the woman I loved.
Oh.
The mother of my kids.
No.
My dog.
What?
So I don't know if it was his homeboy or he
Like,
pit
I'm not
bull
sure.
or something.
Yeah, that's kind of hard. That's kind of hard to figure out.
I had to walk away from the only thing I wanted, my own family.
Wow.
Wow.
Call that karma. To being traded away from a team in a city I love, they call that business.
That's a doggone shame.
Lied on by a pop star who, lucky, I stuck to the script and didn't expose her.
Okay,
lying.
that's Rihanna, right?
Beep.
That's
Yes.
Rihanna. Okay. Get to the good
Man.
part. Get to the good part.
Funny, okay.
Yeah.
Funny thing about texting pictures is they don't lie. I guess they call that getting played. Last but not least,
Yeah. Here's the good part.
yes, this is the best part.
This is the meat of the sandwich right here.
being stuck in the triangle offense with my ex and snitch. I mean, former teammate and friend who went behind my back, messing with my ex, got caught, got dealt with for being a snake, then ran and told the police in the NBA instead of taking his bleep whooping like a man and keep it moving.
Hold on, can we BT edit that?
Oh God!
Taking his what whooping?
Mother loving.
Took his rear whooping.
Yeah.
Like a man and kept it moving.
And yeah,
Where they do that at? Guess because I didn't snitch. I get a 2-game suspension by the league. They call that life.
Hey man, Matt is a gangster, bro.
oh, he's
I mean, that's all we need to hear. That was it, right?
he's
there.
bringing light skin back.
Yeah.
He is bringing light skin
He's
back.
bringing it
Christopher
back.
Williams, are you paying attention? Get ready.
Kareem,
Get
the
ready.
brother from the bank.
I know
Yes.
you listening. I know you ain't doing nothing else,
It's his fault.
brother.
The re-
They.
they.
You talking about Nino?
No.
Yes, they.
They.
Look at him.
Look,
Who, Mr. Brown?
oh God, I gotta go watch New York City.
Who is this they,
They.
Mr. Brown? For those that don't know, hey, for
Heard
those
the
that
lawyer
don't know,
had an attitude.
we are quoting New Jack
Jack
City
City.
because we have a lot of listeners that don't get sometimes some of the jokes that slide through our show. They don't
Man.
know what we're referencing. You know that, right?
Oh, it
They.
don't matter. They. Well,
That's all I'm gonna say.
so Matt Barnes, man, like not just part-time thugging, man, for real, just full-time thug right there.
Hey, you know what? You gotta respect his candor, man. That's exactly how he felt.
Yeah.
Unedited, unscripted. That's how he
Yeah.
felt. And yeah, man, if I had to choose sides, I'm not gonna go with Derek Fisher. because-
No, fish is fishy.
Yeah,
Fish
man,
is fishy.
he is not about that life.
He
apparently.
ain't that dude. He
No.
ain't that dude.
No.
All right, so next in the Ratchet Report, we're gonna move away from sports and we're gonna talk about Bill Cosby because he's
Ooh.
Tell me. I'm gonna challenge you to do this whole segment in Bill Cosby voice. No, I'm just
Well, let
messing
me
with
tell
you.
you,
I should. Yeah, we should pretend like we're doing a Bill Cosby.
these
Ladies,
ain't loyal.
See, now I gotta edit that out.
I'm sorry.
I gotta put the BET overdub edit on that.
ladies are not loyal.
You know that's what he's saying, man.
But no, like, so when he's walking up the stairs, in all seriousness, when he's walking up the stairs and he almost falls, and
Yeah, that was sad, bro.
that was a sad day for all
It
of us.
really was. But I mean, come on, man. Bill has been such a powerful man in the entertainment industry for so long. Maybe he thought he was above the law, man. Maybe he thought, hey, man, this is I've been doing this for years. This is what I can do. So therefore, I'm just gonna do it. I don't know what would make a man, because this apparently, according to this case, this happened 10 years ago.
Right.
Bill's 78 years old. That means this happened when he was 68. Yeah, let that meddle in your minds for a little bit.
Well, I think, and there's been a lot of different celebrities who's spoken up in multiple ways. You know, was it Eddie Griffin came out and said, why were these women returning to or willing to even spend time with him, knowing that he's a married man?
Right.
You know, that shows, you know, like, not to say that they deserve to be raped, drugged, and raped.
No, not at all.
Felicia Rashad kind of sidestepped it to some degree by not so much addressing she addressed the allegations, but on the same token, she redirected to her, which was a very valid point. The legacy of Bill Cosby is now being destroyed, and there's so many different things he did for African American life in general.
But
like
he also came down pretty hard on African Americans.
Yeah. And
he talked about stuff that we didn't like him talking about in mixed company.
But here's the thing, in mixed company, exactly,
mixed
because
company.
here's some things that he said, and it's a hard stance to have because I didn't like his delivery. I didn't like his delivery.
His delivery was horrible.
But I fall along the lines of sort of like Michael Eric Dyson. But was he wrong?
No, I'm not saying he was wrong.
Right.
I'm saying
But
right place, right time,
Right.
different delivery.
Well, yeah, because good message.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull your pants up.
Yeah, I get that.
But, yeah,
But there's a time and a place for that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah.
And the way he went about it was almost from an egocentric type of
and I think
vibe. You know what I mean?
That's one of the differences that happens with the civil rights generation into this generation. Not fully, even where the media was entering into the media age. See, back then, Jim Brown, like for example, Jim Brown said something, you knew it was about the struggle. Bill Cosby was used to saying something, and he knew he had a specific audience that he was appealing to. He knew he was talking to blacks. Now he makes a statement that's specifically for blacks. Everyone's hearing it.
True.
Everyone's seeing it, and I don't think he fully understood the scope of the audience, or maybe he didn't care because he felt like the message needed to be delivered.
Right.
Should we receive the message regardless if it was front? If your parents front you in front of your friends for doing something wrong,
Right.
still don't stop your parents from being wrong.
No, it doesn't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can separate his message to his alleged actions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of folks. It's real easy for folks to say, well, he's being a hypocrite. Because he's telling black kids to pull their pants up
when
but
he's
you drugging women
and pulling pants
and pulling
down.
their pants down. So what's going on? You know what I mean? So even if he gets away, even if he never does a time in jail, his legacy is already destroyed. And if he did do these things, he destroyed his own legacy, man.
Yeah. I don't blame I don't think it's a conspiracy, and I think that's the direction a lot of people want to say that it's a conspiracy. No, I think he was raping people and got caught. Or maybe I don't know if he
There's
views
so
it.
many of them, man.
Is it a possibility he did not think this was rape?
I'm sure in his mind, he didn't think it was rape. But that don't mean ignorance of the law. Almost fell out the chair. ignorance of the law doesn't mean that you don't. Yeah, I almost fell out my chair, y'all. Oh God. Ignorance of the law doesn't mean that you don't have to.
I'm sorry. The look on Jay's face, he was so concerned. I thought he was about to laugh, but he didn't. He was really concerned.
No, he grabbed me for a second, like, "Hey, you all right, man?
You good, man? You good?
You good?" Appreciate that, Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry I laughed.
You did laugh.
I'm not sorry I laughed.
That's the kind of brother
sorry.
you are, though. I'm not. Brother.
All of a sudden, I agree with one part of Bill Cosby's statement from a long time ago.
Mickey Ficky.
Man, Raw Dog is Mad Dog again.
No, but it's I don't know how this is going to turn out, but either way it turns out, his legacy is pretty much already gone.
Yeah,
and it may, if it turns out that he did this, it's by his own hands, and what can you do, man?
Yeah,
karma's something else. If he did it, karma is something else.
Yeah, so let's go back to sports.
Yeah, we got
real serious there. Jay just kind of checked out. He had that blank.
He really did, because he don't want to say nothing to offend nobody, because Jay want to be loved.
Yeah,
I love everybody.
Listen, Bill, I forgive you.
Come on,
Bill,
stop it.
Forgive you.
I know you dropped those drinks in my old lady's thing when you
dropped the drinks in that drink.
You told her you was taking. You was going to IHOP.
Put that Spanish fly in her drink. Now she don't remember nothing.
These brothers is
on
man.
All right.
New Year, same stuff. Same stuff.
Same exact ignorance. All right, so let's talk about the NFL. The NFL playoffs have begun or are about to begin on Saturday. And, I was listening back to the best of and really kind of paid attention to something that I had a weak moment as a fan where I was like, we're 1-5. I was like, I'm man enough to admit it's over.
You did say that.
It's over.
Yes, sir.
And here we are in the playoffs.
Who knew, man?
Possibly, we may You never know. Get a chance to even see Brandon Wheaton.
Brandon Wheaton.
Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe.
I love his journey this year.
He's in the playoffs.
The journey that he's had this year to the playoffs.
He was destined for the playoffs.
He was destined.
The Cowboys jumped ship too soon.
Yeah, they really did.
One way or another, he's a playoff caliber
what
quarterback.
makes them think that they need to drop Brandon Wheaton and put Matt Cassell with that crazy mustache in the game?
He don't even get his name said right. Matt Cassell.
Is it Matt Cassell?
Matt
Castle?
Garbage. Matt Hot Garbage Cassell.
Okay, what nobody say?
Mustache is ugly like
Sam Cassell. Yes. I knew he was going to put that together.
Oh, man.
My bad.
I can't look that mustache in the face. I can't. It's got its own. So. All right, so I don't even know what we was talking about. Oh, anyway, yeah, the NFL.
The wild card games coming up.
The wild card game. So Saturday we've got Houston in the AFC. We have Houston playing Kansas City. All right. I'm 100% not going to be objective here.
No, I know.
Kansas City going to win.
So I'm going to say this because
right.
y'all know you automatically going to be on the Chiefs side.
Right.
I'm giving this to the Chiefs. Okay. Although both teams have pretty much strong defenses, it's probably going to be a real low scoring game.
Right.
But the Chiefs have rattled off 10 games in a row, yo.
Yeah.
I think they got the momentum. What you think, Jay?
I agree with you guys on this. Kansas City has been playing balls out on defense. Offensively, it's going to be a struggle. You know, both teams.
Yeah, he said
lost
balls out. Yeah, he did.
Why'd you repeat it? Y'all ain't got to edit the show.
I mean, and then they get Justin Houston
look
back.
He just gave me.
But
you said, did he just say?
Both teams are missing their star running backs, Adrian Foster and Jamal Charles. But what's my boy's name? Chandrick.
Yeah, I can't say it either.
Chandrick West.
Yeah,
he's done his thing this year for the Chiefs. He's ran for over 650 yards and 5 touchdowns, and replacing Jamal Charles. So Alex Smith, I feel like he's going to lead the Chiefs. Kelsey and Macklin probably throw 2 or 3 touchdowns to him, and I think they'll get the victory over J.J. Watts and the Texans.
Do you agree it's going to be a low scoring game?
I mean, Kansas City they've done their thing this year. I think it'll be 21-14, 21-17, Kansas City.
All right.
Good. Who in the AFC? There's also Cincinnati
versus Pittsburgh.
Everyone's saying Pittsburgh has the hot hand. I still,
I think they'll win it based solely on the combination of Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown.
Yeah, I don't. It's something about when you get a playoff experienced team in there, a Super Bowl winners. Even if it's years removed, it's something about the familiarity of the playoffs. One of the things that Cincinnati's familiar with is losing in the playoffs.
And they're at home.
Yeah.
They're at home. Both, matter of fact, Cincinnati and the Houston Texans are at home.
Yeah.
And I'm picking both of the visiting teams to win those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have no faith in Cincinnati just because of the quarterback situation. When they couldn't beat Denver, it kind of let me know, okay, this is
something's not quite right.
Yeah, because that was a clinching moment. That was Denver's struggling, and that was a clinching moment. That was okay, you can have everything you want if you can pull off this victory. They could have had home field and everything,
right? You're right.
They
about
folded.
That.
So, who do we got in the NFC?
We got the Seattle Seahawks at the Minnesota Vikings. That's the early game. Man, I give this one to the Seahawks, man. Seattle embarrassed them in Minnesota, a few weeks ago, 38-7.
Yeah.
I don't see anything different happening in this game. I still see Seattle heating up at the right time. And Seahawks all the way with this game, man. That's my prediction.
I agree with you on that. Also, they are predicting that this may be one of the coldest games in NFL history. It's kickoff is supposed to be. They cold with it in Minnesota.
Wait, but they're not? They're inside though, aren't they?
No. The Metrodome.
That's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah. My bad.
They're building a new stadium.
Yeah, I know, right?
Old school Minnesota.
Old school.
Cold.
Winning World Series and everything, but it's supposed to be negative 25 degrees at kickoff, and
that makes no sense.
It's just ridiculously stupid cold in Minneapolis, the St. Paul area. I wonder if Prince is going to be at the game. With his Spectre, his Raspberry Beret and Spectre, his legs crossed, like
hey,
eating pancakes.
Okay, man,
pancakes.
Game blouses.
Pancakes.
No,
blouses.
Seattle.
Blouses.
Honestly, My two teams for the Super Bowl, I've picked. This has been my pick since.
But we haven't even done the other game yet, bro.
No, I'm just saying that the hottest teams to me are Seattle and Pittsburgh. Just like Drew was saying, as far as with Super Bowl caliber teams, it's like they just have that. I've been here before, and I just feel like I can win anywhere. And I feel like Pittsburgh and Seattle, who are Seattle's the 5 seed, Pittsburgh's the 6 seed. I feel like they can come up on the road and win and make it to San Francisco for the Super Bowl this year.
What about the game between Green Bay and Washington Redskins?
It doesn't matter. Who cares about the Redskins, the NFC East, the NFC least champions?
Now, wait a minute. You guys were all on Aaron Rodgers earlier this season. Y'all don't think I forgot about that, right?
Woo!
You remember when y'all were going all out about Aaron Rodgers? When I was talking about Tom Brady?
Did you say that? I think that's your phone ringing.
Hey, run the tape back. Run the tape back.
I think Roy Jones.
He went on Roy Jones. Y'all must have forgot. Come on, man.
Yes.
You know what we said.
I remember everything.
You don't have to repeat it.
You act like Tom Brady didn't just lose 2 out of the last, 4 games?
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is y'all acting like Green Bay ain't going to be a factor at all in the playoffs.
They not.
Well, they're not, but I'm just saying what happened.
I mean, they
what happened to Aaron? Aaron is still Aaron, ain't he?
I mean, he had injuries on the offensive line.
It's always an injury, man.
They
It's
lost
always
to
an
Minnesota.
injury. Maybe Aaron just having a bad year. Maybe he just sucked this year. They're going to lose to the Redskins.
What?
No.
Oh, my God.
I'm going with the Redskins on this one. Kirk Cousins has been a beast this year, bro. I believe, man. He's made a believer out of me.
He lost to the Cowboys. He ain't no beast. Yeah, and I'm hating. Yes, I'm hating.
He must be some of a beast if he's in the playoffs and the Cowboys ain't.
Man, we going to talk about that later. But
okay, well, don't stop bringing them up then.
The Packers are going to beat the Redskins in FedEx Field on Sunday.
No, this is when I'm calling for the Redskins. Yep.
Man,
Redskins.
I can't believe he picked the Redskins.
I'm going for the up. And what's crazy is it's an upset, even though they're at home. But I'm calling the Redskins on this one. What about you, Drew?
No, sir. It's still the NFC least. I don't even want him using the word NFC least champions. Like, the word champion should not be applied there at all. So
they should get a participation award.
Exactly.
Yeah. Trophy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well. So, no.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, in that particular game, I'm giving it to the Redskins.
I'm giving it to Green Bay just based off Aaron Rodgers. He has a chip. He's been an MVP. He's not going to let his team go down in the first round to the Washington Deadskins.
Yeah, we will see. Okay,
or as some people say, the politically correct, the Washington football team. I hate when I
was trying to go that route, but as a Cowboy fan, the Washington Deadskins. Yeah, I said it, cousin Nate. What you going to do?
Wow, you said
Fight
that.
me?
You said that with some anger, bro.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, cousin.
That's not very boys and men of you.
Yeah, I just went straight H-Town,
you went Jodeci,
Jagged Edge, fighting Drew Hill in the hotel after a concert in 2010.
You even went another bad creation because they're more hood than boys and men.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
All right, guys. Drew is
we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
We're going to talk. I'm going to let you drive it. Go for it.
Okay. As we all know, the NFL regular season ended this past Sunday, and the 2015 season, it had a lot of surprises and disappointments. Mad Raw Dog, what was your biggest surprise and disappointment from this season?
You know what? I'm very disappointed at how the Bears did. Bears did horrible. My biggest surprise is the fact that the Cowboys had such a horrible year, when all I kept hearing at the beginning of the season from one of my dear friends, his name starts with a J, that this was going to be the year. And yet, it wasn't. I'm very surprised at that. What about you, J-Roc?
Oh, I thought Drew was going to give his biggest surprise and disappointments of the season,
Okay, my biggest disappointment, and we're going to talk about it later. Don't think we ain't going to talk about it later.
Okay.
Is that Johnny Manziel was allowed to quarterback. That's my biggest disappointment, that the NFL is that thirsty for attention.
But are you surprised, though?
It's my biggest disappointment. It's not my biggest surprise.
Okay.
It's my biggest disappointment because I thought that there was some integrity. I didn't really think it was never.
In the NFL?
Yeah, I didn't think it was any. But my biggest surprise,
it
is the Chiefs being in the playoffs after that 1-5 start. Now, at the beginning of the season, you couldn't tell me nothing. We was gonna make it to the Super Bowl.
Right.
But after starting 1-5, it's like, whoa. And then if you was to tell me 1-5 without Jamal Charles, nah.
Yeah, I don't know how they pulled that off.
My number one surprise is 100% the Kansas City Chiefs being in the playoffs. My number one disappointment, 100% Johnny Manziel being allowed to continue to throw a football in the NFL, and the fact that he's going to be the Dallas Cowboys' backup next year.
Wow.
J-Roc, what you got?
Wow. Ooh. He dropped a bomb like the Gap Band.
I'm going to start off with my biggest surprise.
Yeah.
My biggest surprise, Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers.
That's a big
when
surprise.
we first started the podcast in the first couple of episodes, we were saying that the Carolina Panthers were going to be the first of the undefeateds at the time. I think it was maybe 5 or 6 teams. We said they were going to lose.
Yeah.
And we made it all the way to the end of December, and they were still undefeated. They were 14-0, and they lost to the Falcons. Finished season 15-1, and Cam Newton has turned from being just that quarterback to being top 5, and he's going to be the MVP this year. If he's not the MVP, then something is wrong with the NFL and their shield.
Right.
My biggest disappointments, one is the Indianapolis Colts with Andrew Luck. I thought when they brought in Frank Gore and Andre Johnson, they were going to be the boost to Andrew Luck, whose team made it to the AFC Championship game last year. But they struggled all season. They still were in first place, and they could have won the AFC South. They needed 10 different games to go a different direction in order for them to win the division, but it didn't happen. And my last but not least, my disappointment is
it's gonna be all right. Let it out. Yeah, projectile it. Go ahead. There
I
you
should
go.
have drunk
It's
that
all right.
water before we got on the show.
ahead,
But
man.
the NFC least, yes, the NFC least as a whole. The Philadelphia Eagles,
He's gonna take down
the
the whole
New
shit.
York
You
Giants,
gonna take out? Wait.
the Washington
wait.
Redskins.
Look at
They.
the
They.
NFC least.
The NFC least, they were a disappointment this year. The Redskins,
And
the
who
Giants, the Eagles,
And
the North Texas Cowboys. Yeah.
the
It was
heck
just a
bruh?
disappointment. From Chip Kelly trading away his superstars to Eli Manning struggles early. The Cowboys losing Tony Romo after 2 games. They were 2-0 and they were destined for a Super Bowl run. But
He did come back.
Tony
though.
Romo,
He came back.
that was Antonio who came back. That was the cable version of Tony Romo that came back. They had the direct TV version in the first 2 games. But I guess you could say the Cowboys were a disappointment. It'd be different if they were getting blew out in those games, but in the games that Romo was out, they had the lead or they were tied in 6 of the 7 games. So the opportunity was there. They just couldn't grasp it.
I mean, they played with no heart, man.
The defense played. It was just that they couldn't get anything going. And yes, I was the president of the Matt Castle fan club.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Go
even,
back to-
even
yeah.
even the mustache.
I wasn't a fan of the mustache, but
Yeah.
I was.
The Matt
Yes,
Cassell mustache.
He was like the Matt Castle. The Matt Castle era begins.
yes,
He
I
did
was a
say
little
that.
too hyped.
Vote me, Drew. Yeah.
That's one of those moments where if I was in Connecticut, I would blame it on the drink. But I'm gonna be a man. Yeah, I said it.
Man, I'm proud of you, man.
All right, that's good.
That's
But
good.
we got a top 5
Yeah.
pick. First time in 25 years that the Cowboys are picking in the top 4 of the
That's
NFL
something to be
draft.
proud of?
No, I mean
Okay.
we went 25 years of.
Okay, I didn't know if you were saying that in a bragging way.
I got
something to
nothing.
be proud of?
I got
All right.
nothing, Tonga. I got nothing, Tonga.
All right, so guess what, man?
Drew, why you be sucker punching people, man?
No, I don't. It's no sneak shade or nothing like that. Guess what, guys?
What's up?
It is time for a top 5.
The top 5.
Guess who's cold with it?
Oh, you don't need to guess. No, none other than your friendly neighborhood dog, your boy Raw Dog.
Okay.
I'm cold with the top 5.
He's cold with it.
I keep telling y'all that.
I was listening back to previous episodes, and in the first 3-4 episodes, you was trying to figure it out. You was like, I'm nice with it.
I'm above average with this top 5
I'm
thing.
adequate with these top 5s, baby. Straight adequate.
If this was a grade card, I'd have an 89 on it. What's up?
So at what point did I decide cold? That's it.
I think Drew gave it to.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did give it
you
to me.
cold with it. That's what he said.
I was like, I'm rolling with that. All right. So this week, man, and once again, if you're listening on the pod, man, y'all can argue with us on Facebook, on Twitter. You know, you can argue if you want to. You ain't gonna change our minds, but whatever.
You're gonna be wrong.
Yeah. Top 5 Eddie Murphy movies of all time.
All right.
Brought to you by the Bill Cosby Prison Sweater Collection. Woo. Their motto is, if you're facing 5 to 10, we got the sweaters that will help you fit in. There you go.
There you go.
All right. So, I'm going to go first. My number 5 Eddie Murphy movies of all time, I'm starting with Life.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4, Coming to America.
What?
Yeah, I said that. Coming to America is a little overrated.
He must be.
It's a little overrated.
Drew, hold me back. this yellow coat.
Hey, don't be quoting me, man.
First, you gonna say Rocky? Okay.
Hey,
I'm done with you.
Hey, can I finish my list?
Your
I
list.
don't call that a list.
No, can I finish my list?
call
Set
that
your
a
list
list.
on fire.
Hey, man.
Set your phone on fire.
Coming to America is overrated. I like it, but it's overrated. All right. Number 3, Boomerang. Yeah. Got Halle Berry in there, Robin Givens, and Eddie at his most macadocious. That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
Number 2, Dreamgirls.
You joking, right?
No, wait a minute. You been telling me you're not going to put the movie where this man got nominated for an Oscar? That's not going to be on your list?
Hey, man.
As Jimmy Thunder Early?
It's his list.
Hey, man, finish your list,
Jimmy
bro.
won't mow. Jimmy won't mow.
Finish
Get
your
y'all,
list, man.
And number 1, Harlem Nights.
Hey, all right.
All right. Who's next,
All right,
man?
I got it, man. I'll redeem the show a little bit.
Thank you.
Whatever,
Thank
man.
you.
Honorable mention.
Boo.
My honorable mentions are Raw
Honorable mentions. Okay, Raw's a good one.
and Nutty Professor. Those are
Eh.
my. What? Okay. All right. Number 5, Shrek. It's an award-winning movie. Donkey is hilarious.
Whatever, man.
Whatever. Shrek. Number 4.
Spoken like a father.
You know how many times I done had to watch Shrek?
That's what I'm saying.
All of them.
That's why it's on your list.
This being on the show right now, we're going to go home. My son going to be like, yeah, man, let's watch Shrek. I know you 14. Yeah, let's watch Shrek. Number 4, Boomerang.
There you go.
Number 3, Life.
There you go.
Number 2, Trading Places.
Ooh.
Number 1, Coming to America.
It's overrated.
Okay.
Okay.
I've said it once. I'll say it twice.
And I wanted to honorable mention 48 Hours, but now I remembered. Yeah,
48 hours, another 48 hours.
another 48 Hours.
Oh God! When Eddie had gained
Anybody
weight.
else want to live?
I was like, I don't know if that's just nostalgia points or if that was really actually a good movie.
It wasn't a good movie.
Roxanne.
It wasn't
Yeah,
a good
right.
movie at all.
Just the rocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Hater. Hater.
Whatever, man.
Dude, you put Dreamgirls on your list.
Hey, Dreamgirls is a great movie. I don't care what nobody say, man. Jimmy Thunder Early got that man an Oscar nomination. He almost won it if it wasn't for Norbit.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's what
my
I
honorable
said. I
mention,
said that.
Eddie Murphy movies, Pluto Nash,
Yes.
Man.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Metro,
Yes. That hair in Metro changed the game.
Dr. Doolittle 2,
Wait. Why 2 and not 1?
and Showtime.
Oh my God. With Robert De Niro?
Yes. Yes, I love that movie.
I
But
can smell that movie. That's how bad it is.
coming in at number
It has a
5,
scent to it.
Nutty Professor. Hercules.
Yeah.
Number 4, Harlem Nights.
There you go.
Number 3, Life.
There you go.
Number 2, Boomerang.
Yeah.
Love this character as Marcus Graham.
Yeah. Why y'all look at me all funny when I said Boomerang? Then?
I didn't say nothing about Boomerang.
I didn't say you said
Nobody said
anything.
nothing.
I'm
We
saying
still
y'all
want you
looked
to-
at me like I had just said something about y'all mothers or something, man.
You still
you-
tripping off of your Coming to America,
America
player.
comment.
Oh, okay. Man, go on, man. Finish your list.
And number 1, my favorite movie of all time, Coming to America. Hater.
It's overrated, man.
And that's my Eddie Murphy list.
How's it? Okay.
Yeah. What?
Why is it overrated?
Why is it overrated?
Because
We're
it
gonna entertain
is,
this
man.
nonsense.
It's. I mean, it's got some funny parts, but it ain't that kind of funny, man.
What's
It is
kind of
one
funny?
of the greatest hood comedies of all time, even though it's not set in the hood.
No.
But it's kind of once they get to Queens.
Yeah.
But it's one of the greatest hood comedies. It's
Oh,
the
maybe
most-
because I've seen it too much. It's
Maybe.
just too much, man.
Because
it's
it's quote. I mean, we quote it. It's like
do
Color
quote it.
Purple.
We
Like,
quote it.
yeah, you know, that and Color Purple are movies that all of us
But here's
know
the
all
thing:
the words.
because
to.
we quote it so much, and because I've seen it so much, maybe that's why I think it's overrated.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
I
think
get
it's
that.
overrated. So that's our top 5, man. Eddie Murphy movies of all time. And if you guys got a top 5, because y'all might have some Eddie Murphy, because he made a ton of them. Y'all might have some movies that's not in our top 5. Feel free. Go ahead.
Yellow coat wearing, Brock's candy stealing, brother.
Patrick Beverly
Beverly
jersey
loving.
wearing. Just
Brother.
Didn't he say he was gonna go to a Houston Rocket game?
Yes, he did.
Oh,
I said going to a Thunder game.
And he said he's going to sit behind the Rocket bench.
Man, you'll sit there and lie like that, man.
No toe
If you
can.
If you weren't bigger than me, I would just tackle you right now, bro.
Man, I'm so mad, man. I don't even want chocolate cake anymore. Sorry, Kendall.
Keep your cake.
I don't even eat cake anymore
Let me take
now.
my kashif back.
Man,
Hold on.
Wait
hold
a
on,
minute
man.
now.
You going
Going
too
too
far.
far now.
You're going too far.
Yeah, believe the
Churches
ca-
ain't open yet. So, moving on to the college football, the bowl games, a lot of bowl games. Let's talk about OSU, Mississippi State.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. I'm sorry, I said
Yeah.
Mississippi State. Yeah,
It was a pummeling.
yeah.
It was
How'd
really
you feel
bad.
about it?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's bad, man. But see, my whole thing, it's not just even really about OSU. It's not even about OU. My whole thing about just the Big 12 is the recruiting. But I'm not going to touch that right now because I know Jay got a lot to say about the OU loss. So feel free, sir.
No, I don't.
You don't have anything to say? about it?
Keep talking. We listen.
Okay, all right.
That's
Here's
surprising.
Here's the problem.
It's a whole lot to say. about it.
OU and Clemson.
Wait, I'm ready to talk now. I'm sorry.
What? Hey,
Yes,
man. Sybil?
yeah, last Thursday, the Oklahoma Sooners went down to Miami, played the number 1 team in the college football playoffs, the Clemson Tigers. 17-16 going into halftime. Everybody was cheering, and honestly, I was scared because OU dodged a lot of bullets in that first half because it could have been worse. But Clemson came outside and remember the scene from Menace to Society where
And don't be a menace.
Don't be a
Yeah,
menace.
same dude.
Where Aina's cousin got stomped out.
Yeah.
OU was Aina's cousin, and Clemson was Kane, Marlon Wayne, the brother who liked the white girls, the dude in the wheelchair. That's who Clemson was. They put it on OU in the second half. As my homeboy would say, Clemson had some dogs on the front yard, man. On the front, man, offense and defense. OU couldn't do anything. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't protect Baker Mayfield, and then even the Clemson didn't even run. Their quarterback didn't even run in the second half. He just gave the ball out to the running backs, and they just killed him.
Well, I mean, my whole issue is it a recruitment problem? Because it seems like whenever we play teams outside the conference, because see, there was a time where OU got those big recruits, those big bad linemen that did wonders for the team, but that's not like that anymore. Now they're all going to the SEC, and that's why the SEC is always in the championship picture. Is it a recruitment problem?
I mean, you can say because OU and OSU they recruit Texas. I mean, Texas is a big state,
Right.
and all of the Big 12 recruits Texas. It's just that
It's just
Clemson-
location. It's location.
it's just the recruitment process, just the facilities, where players want to go.
But man, OU and OSU have top-notch facilities, though, bruh.
I mean, but if you look at it, it's also like the coach. Stoops has been there for 17 years. Mike Gundy has been a part of the Oklahoma State program for 20 some odd years.
Yeah.
And honestly, they're satisfied. Like the OU and OSU booster clubs and everything, they're satisfied with going 10-2. And good job. You won the Big 12 championship. We can put that on your resume that you won another Big 12 championship. It's just that Clemson was the better team and Mississippi was the better team. When I watched the Mississippi game, they could have been beating Oklahoma State 49-6 at halftime, but they kind of like called the dogs off. And then even with Clemson, they just kept eating away at OU. Like OU had nothing. They were tired. You can say, they had injuries, but they still got whooped.
Well, man, just look at the players. Look at how big the Clemson players were versus how big it was. Like a varsity team playing a junior varsity team. They just get bigger, badder, bolder players in the SEC. Why?
I mean, that is just, they recruit that area, that bed of the South. If you look at all the SEC teams, they stay in the South. They don't go up north to get a player or out to California or anything. They just stay in the South. That's where they get all their players from, and that's the reason why Derrick Henry from Florida. I mean, he's beasting.
Cornbread eating
Deshaun
guys,
Watson
man.
from Georgia.
Yeah,
they're the two best players in the country, and they're the reason why their teams are playing each other next Monday night in Arizona.
Okay.
And we failed to mention that Alabama whooped up on Michigan State 38-0.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
I mean, just
Felt
ridiculous.
sorry for Michigan State.
So I mean, so we got Alabama and Clemson in about how many days? About 11 days, 11 days.
No, actually 4 days.
4 days?
Yeah, on Monday.
Wow. Who y'all got? As he yawns,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all notice I always
like
check
we
out
boring him.
Well, my thing
Missouri
is
Tigers suck this year. I'm sorry.
Who y'all got?
God. No, I'm gonna go with Clemson. Honestly, I'm a fan of Dabo Swinney. I like his story.
I like that name.
Yeah, did you hear I got it?
No.
His real name is Willie, but his older brother in his country twang, he said that boy.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's Dabo. That boy.
Okay, I like it.
Like
wearing
Water
some-
Boy. Like
I like
Water
it
Boy.
less now, but yeah.
He with some
it's
kente claws.
But Clemson, I like Clemson. I like their chances of being the first team ever to go 15-0 and win a national championship. And like I said, Dabo Swinney is a player's coach. He's out. He's making his little sayings and he's dancing with the players after the game and everything. And he just, when the punter ran the fake play, the fake field goal or fake punt, and the big guy got like the big first down against OU, that's when the momentum changed. The previous game, the punter tried that against North Carolina and got stuffed, and Dabo blessed him out on the sideline. But then for him to let him do that again against OU was shook after that because they ran 2 more trick plays, and so OU didn't even blitz anymore on the punts. They were just like, they're going to try it again. So at that point, that's when I knew that Clemson had OU's head, and they let him out. And I just feel like this is Clemson's time. I mean, Alabama, they coming off of 2 straight losses to OU in the Sugar Bowl and then Ohio State in the Sugar Bowl. I just feel like Clemson is the hot team, and I feel like they can beat Alabama on Monday night.
I'm taking Bama.
Okay.
Taking Bama. I think because of those losses, they're going to make sure that this doesn't happen a third time, bro. So they run a tight ship over there, man. Nick Saban runs a real tight ship. They're big, they're bad. It's going to be the clash of the Titans with Bama and Clemson get on the field. But I'm going to take Bama by a really, really slight margin.
I'm gonna take Clemson 35-21.
I'm going to say Bama 36-32.
Okay.
It's going to be a real tight game.
All right, so there we go. That's our college football talk. What do we got coming up next? Talking a little bit about the NBA real quick before we close things out.
What we got? We want to mention a little bit about Buddy Hield.
Yeah, college basketball.
College
College
basketball.
basketball. Our first time this year talking about college basketball.
Yeah.
It won't be the last time.
No,
But
not at all. Not
Number
at all.
1 versus number 2. I can't stand the Kansas Jayhawks, but they were number 1 team, or they're the number 1 team in the country.
Can't hate on that, man.
Can't hate on that. Although I suspect one of their players used to play in the ABA.
Oh yeah, Perry Ellis.
Yeah.
How old is
I mean,
this
they didn't
brother?
even think of a fake name. Like they looked at a pair of jeans and was like, all right.
Perry Ellis.
Yeah.
I think he was locked up doing time for stealing candy with Patrick Beverly back in the 90s.
In a penitentiary.
In the penitentiary foe starring Perry Ellis.
What do you think of OU's chances this year, bro?
I mean, obviously they're the real deal. They wouldn't have made it to be number 1 or number 2 in the nation. Buddy Hield, him coming back to OU was a good deal. They lost in the Sweet 16 last year to Michigan State, but he put on a performance for the ages. I've never, I'm a UConn fan, but being from Oklahoma, I've always followed Oklahoma basketball. It's probably the best performance I've seen from an Oklahoma Sooner player ever.
46 points.
Yeah.
8 rebounds and 7 assists.
Of course, there was
And it
3
was-
overtimes. So.
It was, but a lot of what he did before the close, in regulation, he put in a lot of work there. But I mean, I never seen someone really take a team and really, for a regular season game, just put them. It was almost. I felt like I was watching March Madness. The way he was just kind of He just kept powering them and willing them with hustle. Like,
Wow.
late in the game, hustle. Not just kind of just casually sitting back, acting the superstar role. He was getting dirty. And he was creating openings for other people. So
One of the best college basketball games I've seen in a long time for a regular season game.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Hit the NBA.
Kevin Durant sprained toe, but he did come back.
How do you sprain a toe, first of all? Is that possible?
I think you say you sprained a toe when you're still having complications from a bigger foot injury, but because it's the money year and you got to make sure you can get all the money you can, you list it as a, you know.
Well, I'll tell you what, he sat out the Sacramento game, and the Thunder lost it. They lost that game.
In
the
part,
other night.
I think that's a game that we could have. There's one thing that he does contribute that did contribute to us losing is the fact that his length keeps teams off of offensive boards. So he does represent that because he does get a lot of rebounds,
Right.
because of his length. But really, the biggest thing that made us lose it was Cantor being soft. That's kind of how I feel. I think our bigs did not play with the aggression that they should against Boogie Cousins.
Well, Cantor is deficient on defense. We all know that.
Yeah, we knew that.
And that's one of those things that was exposed.
Yeah.
It was exposed completely right away. And I think when you got an attitude like Cousins, and you see a guy like Adams who has an attitude too, if you can get him out of his game, what little bit of offense he's going to have by getting him off the court, getting him in foul trouble, doing little things like that to get him off the court, and you bring in someone who's really weak on defense.
Absolutely.
There you go, right there. So I think Cousins, what we did in that department with the big men, now was 100% it. I wish that they would try harder to develop Mitch McGarry. If they're able to do that, I love the old school Nick Collison, but that can be a detriment sometimes because he can't do some of the he's so smart, but his body just can't do the things that he was intending to do against talented bigs.
Well, when Kevin came back, they played. Who they play the other night?
Memphis,
and they just dominated Memphis
Right.
from beginning to end, and it made that much of a difference. We joke about Deion Waiters yelling "and one" when he goes to the back. I literally heard him say that.
You never heard it?
I had never actually
No,
heard
we
him
weren't
say
joking. He says that every time.
I literally heard
Yeah.
that on TV, and I immediately sent a text. I was like, I actually heard him say it.
I thought you
never
knew he
actually
says
heard him
that.
say it.
Westbrook says it too, but he don't always say it because, one, I want Westbrook to just do layups before the game. I want him to just learn how to finish. It's like he anticipate getting a foul, and it's like, dude, you never get fouls.
Right.
You never get
get
the
the call, man.
Like, why even react?
But yeah, and he said it loud and clear. Deion was like, "And one."
He says it every time.
I was like, "Dang, Deion."
he did it in Cleveland. That is his thing. Man, we didn't really create a top five, but I think we know the top five teams is still Golden State, even though we've seen like a chink in the armor since we've been on break.
Spurs would have to be number 2. They're right behind.
And a lot
Golden
of people
State.
are saying right now, if you look at the idea of an unhealthy Golden State, do you really say that right now at this point, despite the losses, that San Antonio is indeed the number one team? Not just record-wise, but just off of how they're playing right now, how hot they are right now.
San Antonio are 21-0 at home, dude.
Right. And then you look at the quality, how people start breaking down quality of wins? The San Antonio have more quality wins than Golden State.
Well, I say right now it's kind of hard to say because, the NBA, they're kind of like holding off on the marquee matchups because the NFL. Yeah. So it's kind of like if we go by quality of wins, this is like the first season in a while where you look at the records and you see Golden State is on Pluto, San Antonio is on Jupiter, and everybody else, everybody's on Earth right now. And I mean, Golden State is still the number one team to me, in my opinion. They've went out, and even you mentioned it a couple of shows back. You said even you thought Draymond Green was the real MVP, and I agree with you on that because even without Stephen Curry, he still holds down the fort for that team. I feel like if they lose him for a good amount of time, it will hurt them more if they lost Steph Curry. Yeah. Because, Sean Livingston can come in and he can play that position that Steph Curry played. But they don't have anybody that can replace Draymond Green.
Yeah. No, he's an emotional leader, and he's dominating in the stats. Just getting a little bit of everything as far
triple
as
doubles,
steals, and everything. So he's filling up the stat line. So we got Golden State. Would you say firm? And then we've got San Antonio. Would you say the Thunder are firm number 3, or would you still say that maybe Cleveland has a position at number 3?
I was. This is my thing on. I was looking at a ranking a couple of weeks ago, and they had the Thunder as 3.
Yeah, but
every team that the Thunder had lost to was right below them. They
exactly.
had Cleveland, they had Toronto, they had Chicago, who's gotten us 2 times, and they're. It's kind of hard to think because the West is so top heavy. They gave Oklahoma City, number 3, but I feel like Cleveland is number 3. The Thunder in at number 4, and then you can throw like a Chicago or Toronto in number 5.
Just throw Chicago in.
Yeah, let's do that. Just because.
What about when it comes to Chicago right now? How are you feeling about the changing of the guard? Because I think it's absolutely clear that it's Jimmy Butler's team.
Yes, it has to be. Yeah. It has to be Jimmy Butler's team because, first of all, Jimmy is a phenomenal player, in all facets of the game. And it just seems to me that the team flows a lot better when Jimmy is out there. That's just my personal opinion. Nothing against Derek. I think Derek has done what he can do for the Bulls since he's been there. But Jimmy is the future of this Bulls team. So, I mean, I think the writing's on the wall right now.
Yeah.
And we seen that Sunday afternoon when he scored 40 points in the second half, breaking Michael Jordan's franchise record of 39 points that was around for about 26 years. So right then and there, Jimmy Butler is pretty much saying, this is my team.
It's almost like Jimmy is the player that Derek was supposed to be years ago.
Yeah, I definitely think. And it's not to say anything negative about Rose. I think he's going to go down as it's just injuries. That's it. Period.
Injuries derailed his career.
Yeah, I think he's got the hustle. He has the drive. He is that player.
Will he be there next year?
No.
Yeah.
No, I in all honesty, if it wasn't for the simple fact that he has a lot to unload, I would even say he would be trade bait this year. But it's too much to unload. No one's going to do that mid-season.
Right.
But if it was a need presented, if a championship caliber team did take a loss, and needed to bring someone in and had the cap space, maybe. But that's impossible. No one's going to – there's no scenario where he will leave, but he's definitely not there next year.
Wow.
I don't see a future where he could I think personally he should stay because it's perfect for him because if Butler is going to be the team leader, let Butler do it.
He may stay because you're saying he's holding – it's a lot of money attached to him right now. So – they may not be able to unload him at all, and they may be better off just to have him there to coexist with Jimmy Butler as opposed to letting him go.
Yeah.
He might just have to take a back seat similar to Dwayne Wade when LeBron James came, where he took the back seat and let LeBron lead the team.
And I think a lot of players are more prone to say, I'll take the back seat in situations where, where the talent comes in. They feel like they played a part in approving them coming in or recruiting them in. When the talent is developed underneath you, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of different.
It's a different kind of situation.
Jimmy used to be 2-point, and that's where Joakim Noah has to hit the bench in order to let a guy like Butler flourish and other players flourish because you're not the star of the team anymore. You can't take some of the shots that you normally did. The offense can't flow through you. This is a new day. This is a new era.
There's a lot of rumors going around about the Bulls trying to make some serious trades, though.
Yeah.
With Noah being one of the pieces.
He's 100%. He's one of the best pieces of trade bait out there right now for mid-season because he's not too cap heavy of a decision. Now, here's the thing. Hasn't he lost motivation, and what system could he be in? He has to be in the right system because he's going to be, he's going to be a little bit hurt. Because he might go Matt Barnes. It's the worst year of my life. He already light-skinned.
Yeah.
So
him and that hair, boy.
Yeah, he put that ponytail in. Get mad. Putting this scrunchie in, going off on you.
And he going after Derek Fisher.
He wears scrunchies.
Yeah, he does.
So
but shout out to all my family in Chi-Town. Still got love for the Chicago Bulls, man.
Yeah. All right, so that's a show, gentlemen. That's a
What?
show. That is a
That's
show.
the show.
And
Why,
I
we
think,
not gonna do the struggle phase?
No, we mentioned the struggle face.
Well, we
already.
did kind of mention the struggle.
We mentioned the struggle face. I already told y'all. I had one. The state of Oklahoma in the bowl game. TU, OU, and OSU.
now, shout out to D. Brewer. Like, he killed it, number 4 for
Tulsa Central. Yes,
Tulsa
sir.
Central.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man, he killed it out there. That's Cotton's boy. That's why I said I used to work at the city with his pops. Cotton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Cotton's boy.
Cotton's
But-
boy.
Yeah, but nah, he killed it. I've been watching his career since he was in high school, and I'm telling you, he's gonna be one of the next people to make Tulsa proud.
Nothing
We need
wrong
to
with
pay
that,
attention.
man.
We need to pay attention to him. He's a beast.
Oh, hey, this was a good show, man.
Yeah,
I agree.
Information packed.
We even talked about sports.
We actually
Sometimes we don't do that.
sometimes we'll
We
go
don't.
on so we'll talk about sports for 2 minutes.
The takeaway from today's show: this dude said, "Coming to America is overrated."
Yeah, and I
I'm
stand
still
by
mad
that.
about that.
I stand by that, sir. I don't have a problem saying that. I
You hate
stand up-
black stuff, don't you? You hate black.
I like the Golden Girl gospel dude.
Whatever.
That was Jay who didn't like that, man.
Whatever.
It's too
man.
black for him. Too black, too strong.
The brothers are going to revoke your card, man.
Man, like you hang out with the brothers.
I do, brother.
Mickey 50. Well, hey, man, it's as it's 2016. It's a brand new year. This is episode 12. We really just kind of just starting,
Yeah.
man. You know, and go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we got big things coming up,
Yeah,
man.
real
We're gonna
big
start
things
doing
coming up.
interviews, all kind of different things.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
man.
We gonna bring something.
We trying to be legit. Now we may clown, we may have fun, but yeah, we love sports, man. We love talking about it. We love sports. We love everything about it. So, as we continue on, we're gonna make sure we give you the best content. But man, we also want to have a good time up in here because that's what we do at the Barber Shop.
All right, so Kashif, Ray J,
Yusuf Mack,
you said yeah.
We're doing all the
chocolate cake.
all the
There we
quotas.
I think we've covered it. Matt
got
Castle's
one.
mustache. We talked about it.
So
Check.
hot
Yeah.
and steamy.
Did I call him Macasell?
Yes, you did.
Oh wow,
Because his mustache is so ugly.
Oh, that's messed up. That
Well.
dude.
Let's roll on out of here, fellas.
All right, go ahead, give it to him, J-Roc.
One love for the one love. 2016 is going to be our year.
Yes, sir.
Word.
Who are you talking to? Who are you
They.
talking to?
I'm talking to they. They don't want to see us succeed. Like DJ Khaled said, they don't want us to succeed. Man, they.
Who are you talking to?
They.
You're doing a one-man show right now.
There's a they out there.
They don't want us to succeed.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and do my thing. Don't tell God about the big problems. Tell your problems you got a big God. And I'm out.
Who is they?
Boom!
Man, hate can't drive out hate. Only love can do that.
Yes, sir. Yo, we out this piece. See y'all next week, man.
They.
Yeah.
Who is
Word.
they, man? Nino, chill out, bruh. Before I get iced tea up in here.
No.
Hawkins.
I'll be out the week.
What?
He almost messed up dying on that scene. He almost. How do you mess that up?
Who?
When he got shot in the final scene, like when he had to fall off the balcony.
Oh, Nino?
Yeah, he almost messed that up.
He did like a triple gainer down there, didn't he?
He bent, and then like he was scared to just fully commit.
He tried to die cool. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh.
He tried to die rookie. He's like, oh, yeah. And tried to fall over the thing like that and whatever, man. Hey, man, you know what? I saw that movie this weekend. I think that's why it's on my mind so much because they played it.
New Jack City.
Yeah, and they didn't play. They played like the clean version, which is always hilarious.
Have you ever told somebody your soul is required in hell?
I don't know, but
Just to mimic that.
I'm gonna start.
Oh my God! I gotta watch this
Hey.
movie.
Let my wife say something. Let my wife say one more smart thing to me.
Your
Your souls are quiet in hell.
Oh, man.
That's a cold line right there, boy.
Oh,
That's a cold
man.
line to tell somebody. Your soul is required in hell.
Required.
Required. like it's like you're on a list.
That is biblical. That is crazy. He went straight to calling up man.
Hey man, New Jack City, classic movie, boy. All day, every day.
Yo, yeah, you got to watch. What's the Bounce Network?
Bounce Network. Yeah, they played
Penitentiary 2.
I can't believe they played that.
Yeah, and
they played Menace to Society. I watched that.
And then right after Menace to Society, they had Don't Be a Menace.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who is programming this channel, man?
Some brothers.
Yeah.
Some brothers.
Hey, you know Magic Johnson has something to do with this channel. Y'all know that, right?
Bounce.
Even
Yeah.
if you was lying, it sounds right.
I play the basketball and I own bounce.
Where?
Because I bounce the basketball. You get it? Bounce it. Yeah. All right, Magic.
Baby, I
Got the check.
forgive you.
Cookie. No.
Don't go there. Let's just stop while we ahead,
Yes,
man.